For the past week in which I've been in Hanoi, I've been staying in the Old and French Quarter. And that place is beautiful. It has so many cafes, so many restaurants, so many things to do there. And that's where all the city's history is pretty much predominantly based. However, after about a week of staying there, the noise, the traffic, the heat and the humidity does start to get a little bit on your nerves. And that's because the old center of Hanoi is pretty much like a main bazaar. There's a lot of commerce happening in that area. But located just 12 kilometers south from Hanoi is this beautiful eco park that consists of 500 hectares and a number of different phases that have residences located along with it. And I myself have wanted sort of a getaway from that sort of hustle and bustle, and that's why I've come here. And in today's video, I'm going to show you around a brand new condo residences that has just turned over since last year of April in 2024 that I'm currently staying at. Because in the event that you're looking to make the move to Vietnam and possibly find a place to live, this is a pretty good contender, especially if you're looking for a more laid-back lifestyle that's relaxed and calm like this, or you have a young family where you just feel like the traffic of Hanoi is not so safe to bring your kids up around. And where I am on this pier, hidden behind these coconut trees, is the residence that I'm staying at, which I'm only paying 40 bucks per night for. Now, I can imagine after this video is out, people are going to be flocking to try and secure these condos because the amenities, as well as what's inside the units, is pretty special. I've not seen anything like this in a Southeast Asian condo. Alright, so this is the unit, and there's a couple reasons why I particularly chose this place, as I mentioned previously. Mainly because it's away from noise. You have incredible views of lush greenery, as there is a golf course right in front of you, which is rather serene to look at. But predominantly the main reason was because of the master bathroom that I booked this unit, which I will reveal a little later in today's video. But firstly, you've got a smart lock here that's keypad and key card accessible. You've got the first guest bathroom on the right hand side here with a modern shower, a large big mirror. The faucets, the toilet, the sink are all from the reputable brand Toto. On the left hand side, we've got a huge open style layout kitchen. Oh, I don't know, you have this light here that lights up the shelves where you can put your cups, your plates, and your glasses up here. I like the style. It's very open, it's modern, and I do love the addition of the two windows here, and the sink is plenty big. Then right next to the kitchen, we've got this living space with an LG TV tucked in here. I do love this arch that the owner has put into place. It's pretty fitting, and it's kind of like a timeless, classy feel. And then we've also got a very generous balcony with huge floor-to-ceiling windows that serve up as doors as well, that you can slide as such. They are pretty heavy, and I do believe they slide both ways. So let's take you out onto the balcony. The views are pretty phenomenal from here, especially the golf course and the lake that's just behind these coconut trees. You can see there's some more condo residences in the distance over there, as well as the neighboring tower here, which is actually called the Swan Lake R3. I believe there's about 5 condo residences, including this one, that are all positioned next to each other. Now, diagonally across the living space, we do have the dining area with 2 chairs here, a center table, and a built-in sofa. Now, I must say, as somebody who's around 6'3", 6'4", the sofa is not extremely comfortable for tall people. Moving on to the first bedroom, there's nothing too fancy here. We've got a built-in bed right in the corner of this room, as well as a built-in desk and an open style closet mounted on the wall here. We've got docked-in ACs throughout the entire unit, and I believe this is a queen size bed, but just look how big those windows are. These windows really do let in a lot of natural light. Okay, we'll now step into the master bedroom, which is the bedroom that I've been utilizing during my stay here. And we've got a queen size bed in the middle, a work desk where you're positioned, as well as the bathroom through here. And like I said earlier, it's because of this very bathroom that I decided to book this unit 12 kilometers out from the city center. Alright, here it is. Behind the door of the bathroom, we have our very own sauna in the master bathroom. This is the first time I've ever seen a sauna within a condo unit. Usually in Southeast Asian countries like Thailand, etc., you have a sauna as part of the amenities, but this is the first ever time that I've seen a sauna within the condominium unit itself. And I gotta say, where it's positioned is actually very, very clever because it's right next to the shower. So you enter the shower, right? And then you open this door here to enter the sauna. And just like that, you sit down here. As you notice, you've got RGB lighting around here, and it's some sort of noise cancellation. Noise seems to almost dissipate once you step inside, and you have your control system up on the right here. You actually have the ability from this little control panel to change the different lighting settings. So you can change it to green. Let's just flick through all the different colors. We've got like a purple here, a warm orange, a teal color, a violet, and the ability to also sort of have this fade-in function. And this sauna goes up to 65 degrees Celsius. I would have wanted it to be a little bit hotter, but hey, 65 still gets the sweat going. And you also have the ability to set here whether you want the heat to come from the seat, from the legs, or from the floor. I'm not sure if you can see this, but additionally you do have two inbuilt Bluetooth speakers that you can connect right up and listen to a podcast, listen to some music, do some sort of meditation in your sauna. So you don't need to bring in your own Bluetooth portable speaker in here and worry about it being damaged because of the heat. It's built in here. And then you also have a little slot here for your vents. Now, once you're done with your sauna and you're sweating, you conveniently open this door up, close it back up, pop on the shower, and it's like having your very own cold plunge. It is fantastic. And I myself have been making the most of this sauna with this unit because this is the main reason why I booked this unit, just to experience having a sauna in your very own condominium unit. And guys, trust me on this, it is a game changer. The ability to just pop in your own sauna whenever you want without having to worry about anyone else being there and having that sense of privacy, as well as your own controllable RGB lights and your very own Bluetooth speakers to be able to listen to whatever you want. This is relaxation at its finest. I can't say enough good things about that sauna. I think I want to have a permanent sauna in my condo for the rest of my life. Yes. Once you experience that luxury, you don't want to go back. And remember guys, this is only costing me $40 a night on a short-term basis. If I was on a long-term lease here in Vietnam in this area, this would be way cheaper. So that's the unique selling point of this condo and reason why I booked it. But before we forget, there is a sink here as well as a smart toilet there with your controls on the right, as well as a giant mirror. Now, quick little mention, there is another balcony out here where you have your washing machine position. I've done my laundry here a couple times. And what's really interesting is, as you see up here, I've got my underwear drying on this cable up here that you can control with this lever by just twisting it down. Look, all of a sudden, with this thing and this balcony here, you don't actually need a dryer because the ambient temperatures will dry your clothes really quickly. And by rotating this lever here, you can lower your clothes to access them as such. And honestly, it takes around about the same time to dry your clothes out here as a dryer would. And this way, you don't damage your clothes because you're not subjecting them to really high temperatures. I like that addition. And look how beefy and chunky these Mitsubishi AC compressors are. All right, I'm now going to take you around the amenities, to which they have a gym and 2 swimming pools, one on the ground floor and the other on the 3rd. Okay, now there are a number of different stores positioned at the bottom here, like your local supermarkets here from G2 Landmark, another one over there that I usually buy food from, but you will struggle to find like a Starbucks right underneath the condo. There is one, however, it is pretty far out. Like you have to take a grab for about 5 minutes to get there. So to access the pool on the 3rd floor, you do have to take an independent elevator from the elevators that take you up to your unit. Just like I expected, the pool does get very, very busy after the hours of 5 p.m. But it's a beautiful pool. Looks like it's around about maybe 20 meters in length. You've got a lounge here on the left, level with the pool, as well as unhindered views over the golf course and the lush greenery. It's probably best to come here before the hours of 4 or 5 p.m., sometime in the morning, in mid-afternoon maybe, when everybody is at work, as it's a bit too busy for my liking to enjoy this. Now, behind these glass windows, through those barriers there, is the onsen. And as you see here, where the pool is, you've got these very large torii gates to remind people that there is a stunning onsen imported from Japan on the 3rd floor with geothermal baths imported straight from Japan. Behind me is a gym here. It is quite small in size, and I do see a lot of people in there. Actually, I would be a little bit uncomfortable to train in there because of how busy it is at the moment. Living here, I must say, doesn't come without its challenges. Your nearest mall, your decent coffee or restaurant is pretty far from here. And after about 10 p.m., 11 p.m., pretty much everything closes in this area. And if you're like me who likes to eat late, you're going to have a really hard time if you don't cook. But then if you're somebody who's looking to book this place as a retreat or to get away, you're most likely going to also want to take care of your diet. So you're going to probably cook your own food. So you do have that opportunity to make your own food if you buy the ingredients from a supermarket downstairs and not have to rely on restaurants. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, there you have it. If you want your very own condo with your own private sauna next to a beautiful lake surrounded by 500 acres of lush, dense greenery, 15 kilometers away from Hanoi Center, away from the traffic and the noise, then this is your place. Things to note, as I mentioned, it is a little bit far. It would be a good idea to have your own motorbike or car here, but Grab Taxi will do. And just make sure to be prepared to cook a little bit if you're planning to have a late night snack or snack up on plenty of chocolates that you get from the supermarket over there. But folks, if you missed the previous video, make sure you click this little video here. But as always, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like today's video, and share it with friends and family. And I'll see you in the next video here on the channel. Many thanks for watching, guys. Take care, and bye for now.